Let's see. What did I put at 9? Oh! WreckIt Ralph!
Hey!
WreckIt Ralph.
Love that movie.
I love WreckIt Ralph. It is... I didn't know... Like, I was excited coming in, but right before coming in, I was expecting it to be like, Disney's making a movie and Mario's gonna be in it.
Yeah,
and that is not what we got.
A lot of people saw that poster and thought, Sonic and Mario, they're going to be main characters in this movie.
They had cameos, and you know what?
I had an idea that they weren't going to be, but enough people thought that I was like, okay, clearly they made some kind of mistake, along the line. I don't know what it was, but...
It's just people overhyping it.
Probably.
But after seeing the film, I was okay that we saw Mario for about 2 seconds. It was a great film. It is... Wow. It taps into your childhood and your everything you love about video games. I love racing video games. I grew up playing Mario Kart all the time.
Yes, I can attest to that. He did.
Sugar Rush is Mario Kart, so that's a ton of fun. I love Ralph. I love Vanellope. Vanellope can be a little annoying, but she's also lovable.
Yeah,
and
great.
great.
It's perfect casting.
Casting.
I don't think there's been a movie with better casting than WreckIt Ralph, because everybody in there is just perfect for their character.
Yes,
like John C. Reilly is perfect for Ralph.
Perfect
Sarah
for Ralph.
Silverman is perfect for Vanellope. Jane Lynch.
Jane Lynch is amazing.
Jack McBrayer, like everybody they got.
Actually, the best pick was Jack McBrayer
possibly,
to play Fix-It Felix.
To play an eternal optimist, yeah, you probably want Kenneth. I think that whole cast is absolutely perfect.
I think, everything about him. I really like Felix, because Felix has no idea, for the most part, how much Ralph's life sucks. And when he finds out, he feels so terrible about it.
Yeah, he does. He genuinely feels bad. And it's nice because that movie is not only incredibly funny, I think that's great. Probably the first Disney movie where they had like Rich Moore and they had a lot of like the Simpsons guys kind of working on it, which later they did with Zootopia. But with when they did that with WreckIt Ralph, like not only does it have that Simpsons like there's like a ton of jokes and the jokes all land and they're hilarious, but it also has some really touching, like, heartwarming moments in it, and a rare lesson, and a nice one, for just like, hey, like, if you are this way, that's okay. Just just be you, be yourself, and if there are people who don't like that, that's okay because there are going to be people who do like that.
You can tell it's on his list too.
yeah, it is. So is Zootopia, so we can skip those. They come to me. But, no, WreckIt Ralph was probably my favorite of the new Disney movies, I think.
Not my favorite of the new Disney movies, but we will get to that eventually. What was your... Do we cover Ralph enough?
Yeah.
King Candy.
King Candy? By Alan Tudyk? He was great! He's great. He's always good. I'm really glad that he's sort of like the Disney little like secret weapon now.
Yeah.
he's becoming their like John Ratzenberger. I think that's great. I love that. He's great every time. You can never tell that it's him. Yeah, which is so cool.
Because he just does a perfect Ed Wynn impression.
And it's a perfect Steve Buscemi impression, and then whoever he was in prison. But he does, he's always doing
wasn't
great.
he?
He's just sort of like
Duke Wesselton in Frozen. Yeah. I have no idea. I don't think that's an impression. That's just a good voice.
It's just a good, Duke-ly voice.
Yes,
anyway, he's great.
Say number 9.
My number 9 is another kind of '90s Disney's Renaissance classic, just Aladdin.
1L2Ds.
I know it's weird. It's I mean, come on, it's Aladdin. It's a freaking classic. Where do you start? I mean, again, these are all just perfect songs. All of these songs are amazing. During that time you had like Alan Menken and you had these amazing songwriters working for Disney. They're perfect. So Aladdin, and especially because I think everybody jumps to a whole new world, and obviously that's a classic.
It's
a
good.
Great song.
It's very good.
For me, it's always the first great one I think of is Friend Like Me.
It's so good.
Which is, if you've ever seen World of Color at Disney's California Adventure, kind of like the first version of World of Color. They don't do it anymore. But whenever they would do Friend Like Me, that was part of it. That was always the most exciting part of the whole show.
It was the best part.
It's such an exciting song. It's a spectacle.
It was like made for World of Color.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. If Robin Williams, I mean, that was the role Robin Williams was born to play. Here's a character who you can just completely let loose. You can just be completely off the wall. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever impressions you want. It doesn't matter. He's a Time Lord. Like, they'll figure out the details later. Yeah. Just do Robin Williams. Just do your thing. Just, whatever. However much cocaine he was on at the time. And then just go. Because that was what he was great at. And,
you know that his whole opening monologue is improvised?
I wouldn't doubt it for a second.
Completely unscripted. So, like, he's like the guy in the marketplace, with the fries, makes fries and hookah or whatever, and it's completely improvised.
I wouldn't doubt it for a second.
Hilarious. Oh, and do you know how they got Robin Williams for this part?
How?
They took his stand-up and animated the genie doing his stand-up. And he instantly signed on.
Perfect. and
I want to see the genie doing Robin Williams stand up.
Right? I would kill to watch that. The other thing I would kill to watch is or at least here is all of the unused stuff that they used.
Oh man,
that they didn't use because all the unused stuff they didn't use. I am so smart. No, but what
being concise.
Because what are their names? Clements and Musker were the guys that now they're gonna do Moana. They've done a bunch of classics before. They did Little Mermaid and stuff. So they did Aladdin, and they were talking about just like they were like, yeah, a lot of the stuff Robin said we couldn't put in a kids movie, and I was just like, I want to hear that so bad. I want to hear that stuff. That's what I live for. I think and the stuff that isn't doing it. He's just an amazing improviser. Obviously, rest in peace. But he. I think the genie was the perfect role for him. And he said that that's his favorite role, which, thank God.
Yeah.
It's not Patch Adams or something. But,
I hope he knows that.
That's just not only a bad movie, but just a direct insult to everyone involved in that story. Anyway, I think that was absolutely, like, the role Robin Williams was born to play.
Yes.
Anyway, past that enormous genie tangent, I really enjoy the movie. I think Jafar is a great villain.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah, I think, and another guy who did a lot of improvising, which people don't talk about as much as Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh.
Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried as Iago is perfect, and he apparently gave them a tip. He said, because they. He just kind of threw this note out there to the animators, which is okay, actor, whatever. But what he said is, when in doubt, just hurt the bird. Just put the bird in pain, and they
hilarious.
listened, and that's one of the things that critics talked about a lot. Was how funny it was that Iago, would be constantly in pain, and it was always funny because what is funnier?
Shut him in the door.
Yeah, because what's funnier than hearing Gilbert Gottfried be in pain?
Ow, that hurt.
Yeah, exactly. And whether it's actual physical pain or it's just him being, I don't know what's going on. No matter what, it's always funny. So love that. I think all those voices were great. I really enjoy that movie. And it's funny because that's not an aesthetic that I usually like. I don't like the desert aesthetic. It's my least favorite. I hate it. I really do. I think the desert is so boring. I don't get it. And there are people who love that style, and that's fine. That's great.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. And I really like the look of Aladdin. I think it's really gorgeous. Anyway, that's Aladdin. Yeah.